Okay, so we're gonna do a quick review for module 9. So you're ready for your test. Remember 9.1 talks about circles. So we have a circle. This is our radius, right? And then 2 radii equals 1 diameter. So you have to know that. And then circumference, basically a distance around the circle. And we find that by doing diameter times pi, and just recalling that the reason why is because there is a relationship between diameters and circumference, and that's pi. So if I were to graph a string and put it around my circle, I will be able to get about 3.14, which is my pi, so about 3.14 diameters in the circumference. Okay, the other way that you can write is also circumference equals 2 radius pi, or 2 pi radius, because 2 radii equals 1 diameter. Okay, so for instance, if you're given a circle and this is 10 centimeters, okay, I can use this one. I can just say circumference equals diameter, which is 10 times 3.14. I get that with 31.4 centimeters, and that's my circumference. Okay, and if you're given radius, you have to multiply that times 2. Okay, area. So area is found in a different manner. The formula is pi r squared, and I'll go over in class, or if I already did it, so you can see why this is. It will take a little longer on the video, but I'll do it in person. So then in this case, you must use radius. You cannot use diameter. So if I have the same circle that has 10 centimeters as diameter, I cannot use that diameter for the radius, right? I have to get it to radius. And what do we know about radii and diameters? There are 2 radii in 1 diameter. So therefore, if I cut it in half, right, then I have 2 radii. So that's gonna give me this is 5 and this is 5. So that's what I'm gonna use for my radius. So I go 3.14 times 5 squared. We have to use PEMDAS, so order of operations. I have to do my exponent first, so that's 25. And I'm gonna multiply it times 3.14. Remember, you don't have to line up decimals. So the area on this one is 78.5, and then there were centimeters, so square centimeters. Remember, area is always square. Okay, so remember, you cannot use diameter for area. You have to use the radius. Okay. The other thing that I also want you guys to remember is so pi is about 3.14. Oh, it's also about 22/7. Okay, so you can use both of them. When you're given any multiple of 7, it's good to use this one, so you get a more simple answer. Okay, area composite figures, same idea. You have to know the formulas for the circle. To try to find the area of the circle, the parallelogram, the triangle, trapezoid, rectangle, square. Okay, so these are 2 shapes put together. So right here, I have a cone and I have to cover that. So this is gonna be my triangle, and this is gonna be half a circle. So imagine that, let's say that this is same thing, 10 centimeters, and let's say that this is 4 centimeters. Okay, so we're gonna have to separate the shapes and then do the math. So the triangle looks like so. So this is 10 centimeters and my height is 4. So I'm going to do base times height divided by 2. So I go 10 times 4 divided by 2. That's 40 divided by 2. That's 20 square centimeters for the triangle, right? And then if I do the circle, okay, remember I have to do pi r squared for the area. So I do 3.14 times, and what was my radius? So the whole thing is 10. That means half of it is 5. So that's 5 squared. Okay, and I get this same thing right here. But it's not the whole circle, right? You don't see the whole circle. It's only half of the circle. So I have to divide that by 2. So that's going to give me 39.25 square centimeters. And I'm going to add this 2. And so I end up with 59.25 centimeters square. That's the area of the shape right here, the cone. Okay. Surface area, we have to know the formula. So surface area equals pH plus 2b. Remember, this is the perimeter of the base, the height of the base, and then 2 times the area of the base. Okay, so for instance, if we have this triangular prism, so let's do this one right here. So let's say that this is 3, let's say this is 5 inches, let's say this is 10 inches and let's say that this is 4 inches. Okay, so first thing I need to find is my perimeter of the base. Remember, my triangles are going to be my bases. Those are the only two that are parallel to each other. They're connected by the height. So how do I find the perimeter? I add all the sides together. Okay, so remember, perimeter is linear, so it's going around the shape. So then I have 3 plus 4, that's 7, plus 5 right here, 3, 7, 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 5 more, that's 12. And then how tall is a prism? 10. Okay, it's not how tall the base is, it's about the prism, so that's 10. And then plus 2, and how do I find the area of a triangle? I do base times height divided by 2. This is my base, this is my height, and I divide that by 2, so that's 12 divided by 2, that's 6. And so now I do the math. So this is 120, this is 12, and I add them together, so that's 132. And remember, area is squared, so it's square inch. Okay, and last one, let's get to the volume. So again, volume is found by doing the area of the base times the height. We already know the area of the base, we did it right here, so that's 6. And how tall is it? Is 10. So this is gonna be 60 cubic inches. Okay, remember, volume is cubic because I'm basically trying to figure out how many little tiny, well in this case they're inch squares, so cubes, so they're pretty big. Okay, fit into that shape. Okay, so review that. Remember that you have to memorize the formula, so you have to know circumference formula, area formula, the area of the different shapes that are 9.3, surface area formula, and the volume formula. Okay, God bless you. You're amazing. Don't give up. You're amazingly brilliant. Bye bye. Blessed be God.